Good afternoon, race fans. Welcome to week 3 of the Grassroots All-Star Racing Series here on the GASS Video Network. Last week, it was Ryan Messer and Dave Gargaro battling it out in the heat and the feature. In the heat, it was Messer by .009. But in the feature, it was Rhode Island's David Gargaro by over 2.2 seconds. This week, 40 laps, the distance in the feature, the first of 3 Ayers Iracing Triple Crown races. Let's give you the lineup. Row 1 brings us in a special tribute to a fallen friend, the number 4 Larry's Auto Machine of Cranston, Rhode Island style Dave Gargaro. High side, row 1, and the number 52 Thunder Ridge Racing Virtual Grip Network out of Florence, Kentucky, the boss, Low Jewel. Row 3 brings us Pensacola's Jason Menda and the number 45 Sponsors Wanted. High side of 2 and the number 75 Valvoline car from Carrying Place, Canada, it's John Wilson. Row 3 brings us a pair of Michiganders. On the inside, it's the Virtual Grip Network number 19, piloted by Ryan Seneker. And on the high side, the From Broken Wings YouTube channel sponsored car of Travis Ricker. Row 4 starts on the inside with the Woodshed Virtual Grip Network number 10, piloted by Ohio Steve Hilbert. And start and scratch on the field from Carling. And the number 92, from Port Carling in the number 92 Kool-Aid machine, it's J.D. Atkins. Pace car just about to bring him down. Here we go, underway. Big jump off the lead for Dave Gargaro. There he is in that number 4 machine. Shaken down in the back. Leading him across the stripe. We'll get the ticker up for you. There we go. We've got the ticker running. Gargaro in first, followed by Jason Menda, who got a good run on the Low Jewel machine. This heat, 12 laps. 10 to go. In the back, we see James Adkin getting around the number 3 of Travis Ricker. Fight's not over yet, though, in the back of the field. Up front, it looks like Dave Gargaro is going to run away with it. Dave Gargaro running this number 4 Larry's Auto as a tribute to Dave Burge, a fellow racer from New England who lost his battle with cancer just a day ago. Thoughts, prayers, positive spirits to Dave Burge's family and friends, as well as David Gargaro and the entire Big Pub and Cheese family and team there. Seven laps to go. It's still Gargaro out in front. He's making time on the number 92 machine. Pace car is out on the field, though. Pace car is out. That's for the number 92 spinning. Atkin getting into the back of the number 10 Steve Hilbert, and also getting touched up by the number 3 of Travis Ricker. Not too much damage. Doesn't look like anybody's going to need to go to pit road. Looks like we're going to go one more lap with the lights on as we are 6 to go here in the heat race for week 4, the Ayers Iracing Triple Crown, race number 1 from South Boston Speedway. So glad you're here with us. Thank you for joining us on the GASS Video Network, found on YouTube by searching Grassroots All-Star Series. We want to thank Stephen Ayers and Ayers Iracing Paints for putting up a $25 bounty. Lights are off. Whoever wins the Triple Crown Series, it's winner take all, takes home $25, which isn't too bad for a free-to-run 10-week racing league. Field crosses it up. Front row, still Gargaro and Menda. The GASS SoBo Sportsman pickup falls off into the pits, and Gargaro gets a huge jump off the line. He opens up a 2-car length lead going into 1. Menda bringing him back in. You've got Seneca working the high side. Can't get a run on low. Jewel. Looks like Travis Ricker back there on the high side as well, making moves. Let's take a look at the Ricker machine. Ricker up there, he's got J.D. Atkins trying to make a move. Side by side they go. There's James Atkins from Port Carling. He gets the position up on Steve Hilbert, who now falls to the 8th position. One of only 2 Ford Thunderbirds is that woodshed piloted machine. Excuse me, that woodshed machine. Oh, we've got Atkins going around. Atkins spins it, and he hit the eject button going immediately to the pits. He will watch the rest of this heat race from the pit wall. Dave Gargaro is still pacing the field. He's got a 7.7 7/10 of a second lead up on Menda, who is hard on the right pedal trying to reel him in. Not able to do so. Atkins now goes -1 to the field as he's watching from the outside. 2 to go. White flag is up, and it is Dave Gargaro running away with it. Stretched out, single file they go, coming down out of 3. Across the line, it's number 4 Gargaro, 45 Jason Menda, 52 Low Jewel, number 19 Ryan Seneca, John Wilson, 75, number 3 Travis Ricker, and 10 Stephen Hilbert. Your 7 finishing cars. So that was the feature race. Now we're going to take a quick pause and bring it back with the 40-lap extra distance feature here for the Grassroots All-Star Series SoBo Sportsman Division. Just about 5 minutes for us, instantaneous for you. We're back wrapping up the last 10 seconds of a warm-up period for your feature race. Let's take a look at conditions here at South Boston Speedway. It's a balmy 78 degrees, 55% humidity, partly cloudy, and a light breeze across the track. I want to take a second to thank SimRace247.com for their support of the Grassroots All-Star Series. They are an official media partner of the Grassroots All-Star Series. There you see the grid, absolutely no changes from the heat race starting on pole. In the Larry's Auto Machines number 4, that special tribute paint job, Dave Gargaro. On the outside in the number 45, the sponsors wanted entry of Jason Menda. Row 3 starts with number 52, Low Jewel, outside of Jewel in the number 19, Ryan Seneca. Row 3 starts with the Valvoline Machine, number 75, piloted by John Wilson. Outside of Wilson in the from Broken Wings, number 3 of Travis Ricker. Row 4 starts with the Woodshed Virtual Grip Network entry, piloted by Steve Hilbert, and starting scratch on the field in the Kool-Aid number 92, James Atkins. I don't know what's going on there. It looks like our, there we go. We're going to go one more lap around. There you see David Gargaro taking Dave Burge's number 4 machine out one more time. David trying to put that number 4 in victory lane one more time. Pit pace truck is down. Gargaro is up on the throttle. Here we go. We are underway. Feature lap racing. Side by side in the middle of the pack, it's John Wilson and Ryan Seneker. Wilson on the inside, Seneker up high, and in the back it is J.D. Atkin and Travis Ricker fighting for 7th position. Still, the fight right now is Seneker versus Wilson side by side, already 2 laps into this feature race. Top 3 starting to get some distance on the rest of the field. Gargaro out in front by just about a half second over Menda. Menda loses that spot to Low Jewel. Situation developing there as Low Jewel has now picked up 2nd spot. John Wilson getting clear by a car length now. Call it 2 on Seneker as they bring it down to back straight to wrap up lap number 4. Across the line, call it lap number 5. There's John Wilson as he crosses the start finish. We are single file racing. Gargaro up front. He's got Low Jewel. Jewel has finished 3rd or 4th in the previous weeks. He is a consistent top 5 entry, representing the Bootleg Racing League proudly. Also he's also on the management team of the Virtual Grip Network. They have a fantastic broadcast schedule. If you are an oval track racing fan, as I am, you might want to check out the Virtual Grip Network for some fantastic racing action. Pretty much daily. They've got a pretty cool schedule. But that's Low Jewel, Kentucky finest, trying to reel in Rhode Island style Dave Gargaro. 7 laps in the books, about to put 8 in the rear view mirror. Now we're on 9, Low Jewel crossing the stripe. Here you see Steve Hilbert. Hilbert got involved in the incident earlier this evening in the heat race with J.D. Atkin. Unfortunately, that cost him a couple of spots, forcing him to start in the back of the pack. Nine laps down, call it 10 in the books as we start lap 11. Low Jewel starting to get his hands full with Jason Menda. Menda trying to fill up the rear view mirror of the 52 machine. Oh, the number 3 car goes around. Travis Ricker sends it into a loop. Oh, and he gets started. Oh my gosh, almost catastrophe there as Travis Ricker trying desperately to get out of the way of the leaders. A late yellow flag thrown. Dave Gargaro splits the uprights, threads the needle between the number 3 car coming down track at him and the wall. That was almost catastrophic for the number 4 of Dave Gargaro. Massive miss, Code Brown moment. Check your heartbeat. Travis Ricker already on the radio apologizing. He did not want to interfere with this lead race. He did not want to put himself or the leaders in that situation. But Ricker now has to go to the back of the field. Very late caution thrown there. That could have been big trouble. Here you see the best times. Dave Gargaro posting a 16.16. Lowell Jewell 16.15. Jason Menowitz is 16.0 and change. Some great laps from the front of the field. All right, the lights are off. The flags are crossed. Field is lining up for the first restart. The races here so far in GASS have been very clean. We are averaging just one caution period per outing. Just one caution period per outing. Base truck ducks off. Field is off. Another huge jump from Gargaro. Just getting all the way down there into one by himself, stretching out a huge lead already on Menda. But Menda has to look at his rear view as he has not just Lowell Jewell, but he's got the Ryan Seneca, the Ford Thunderbird Ryan Seneca, that white and blue machine, trying to move up and become the first T-Bird to win a feature race. He's got a lot of work ahead of him. Menda and Jewell right now, that's the fight. Menda has a 4/10 lead on Jewell right now. Jewell has a half a second up on Seneca. Wilson on the outside looking in, but Gargaro taking off. He is a second, 1.3 up on Jewell. He's got quite a bit of lead on the number 45 cars. We'll bring up the intervals again. Just about a second now, the distance between the 4 and the 45. 23 laps to go. We're still working out the technical gremlins to get these caution periods and the green flag periods shown correctly. I'm sure that is a ID10T error on our end, but we will continue to make these race broadcasts the best we can. Speaking of making us the best we can, I want to thank again Stephen Ayers. This is the Ayers Iracing Paints Triple Crown Series, a 3-race championship within the championship. Points go to points across 3 races. Earned for every driver. The leader of that. Now that I've confused everybody with my amazing English skills, whoever accumulates the most points in the 3 Triple Crown races will win a $25 cash money bounty put up by the man himself, Stephen Ayers. If you are a GASS driver and you need a new paint for your next Triple Crown race, contact Stephen Ayers on the GASS Discord channel or visit AyersIracing.com. GASS drivers get a deep discount on their SoBo Sportsman Division vinyl wraps and a still pretty good discount on all of their other iRacing paint jobs. So make sure you talk to Stephen Ayers and check out his work in the Ayers iRacing Showcase channel on the GASS Discord. If you're not a member of GASS yet, why not? Come along and join us for all the fun. You can find out everything you need to know to follow the action and join the action. Be one of the stars in the cars with the Grassroots All-Star Series by visiting racegas.com. Speaking of racing gas, the 19 and the 75 action picking up there in the middle of the field. Seneca trying to hold off John Wilson. Seneca with a 3/10 lead on the 75 car as they bring it off of 4 up across the front straight, passing the stripe. We've got 15 laps to go. That is your race right now. That's where the action is. Seneca in the white and blue Thunderbird. Canada's John Wilson in the Valvoline Machine Monte Carlo. Quite a few Canadians in the field. We want to thank our friends to the Great White North for participating here in the SoBo Sportsman Division. Oh, Wilson goes in hard, almost makes contact, catches himself, slides it high. He's still right there. He's got a fender on him. They're going side by side off of 2. Seneca hard on the loud pedal. They're still side by side. Wilson trying to make it happen on the inside. Ryan Seneca stuck on the outside. Still side by side. These two are getting very familiar with each other as they go into 1 and 2. Seneca holding on to the position. He gets a little squirrely, high up, trying to avoid the wall. Side by side, still wheel to wheel. No give and take. They are racing each other very hard, but still very clean across the stripe. 11 to go. Still haven't decided this 4th position battle. Look at that. They could pass a gray poupon between the windows. 75 on the inside. John Wilson. Ryan Seneca on the high side. John Wilson gets the advantage as we go 10 to go. Still side by side. Look at that. Look at the trust already between these drivers, knowing Seneca on the outside knows that Wilson's going to throw it in hard, but he's not going to slide up the track on him. He's going to keep that Valvoline 75 under control. Wilson knowing that Seneca won't push down on him. And Wilson, after 4 or 5 laps of side-by-side action, Wilson finally getting the win. He stretches out, called a car length now, 3 car length advantage on the 19 as they come at a 2 high, wide and handsome down the back straight. Dave Gargaro getting up on the 92, putting Adkins -1 to the field. Adkins sliding high to let Menda around so that the battle for first can continue unabated. 6 to go now is Gargaro pacing the field rapidly. Into 3 and out of 4 it is Gargaro, Menda, Jewell, Wilson, Seneca, Ricker, Atkin, and Steve Hilbert has retired. Five laps on the board as Gargaro brings it up off of 4, crosses the stripe, now call it 4. And he is catching up on the number 3 machine. 40 laps was the distance tonight. 3 1/4 to go. Now call it 3 flat as the number 4 Larry's Auto Machine, piloted by Dave Gargaro, crosses the stripe. About a second and about a second and a half the lead now between Gargaro and Menda. Low Jewell on the outside looking in, sitting in 3rd place. Wilson comfortably in 4th now after a fantastic battle with Ryan Seneca. 2 to go. White flag up for the number 4 car. Final lap, Dave Gargaro, a fitting tribute to friend and fellow racer David Burge, taking David Burge's car, number 4 Larry's Auto Machines, to victory lane one more time. Drape that 4 car in the checkers, Dave, a magnificent tribute as the fireworks go off in the warm Virginia sky. Our thoughts are with the David Burge family this evening. We'll ride along as David Gargaro burns it down for the 2nd time in a row. 2 wins in a row for Rhode Island style David Gargaro. So the final standings, they are official now. Your winner, David Gargaro, with a race time of 15 minutes. 15 minutes and 8 seconds. Second place, Lowell Jewell, getting by the number 45 of Jason Menda. Menda in third, Wilson in fourth, Seneca, Ricker, Hilbert, and Atkin wrap up your 8-car field. Take a look at the point standings as they sit. With that win, David Gargaro jumps to the head of the class with 162 points. Lowell Jewell moves up from third to second with 143. John Wilson taking advantage of that fourth place. He moves up 4 positions into third. Then you have Ryan Seneca and Travis Ricker rounding out your top 5. Ryan Messer, who missed this evening's race, falls from first to sixth, losing 5 positions. He is tied right now with J.D. Adkin at 109 points. Menda Hilbert and Joseph Segala, who was late to the session, unfortunately wasn't able to get in his number 81 machine and run with us this evening. Joe Segala loses 2 positions. He is now in 10th place. We'll be back next week to see if David Gargaro can go 3 in a row or if someone will unseat number 42 DG. Who will it be? Until next week, drive fast and keep it off the grass. We'll see you next time.